Elon Musk decided to strike back against Elizabeth Warren for, trying to fight back against the utter destruction of our government as it's picked apart by oligarchs and sold off for their own economic benefit. The way he fought back against this is that he posted a series of AI photos on the social media site that he owns and ruined. He posted this, and I think you'll get it. His question is, guess who this is? Which is the sound you should hear every time you see one of those smiley faces. It really sells his level of humor. You get it? It's Elizabeth Warren, but as a Native American. You get it? You get it? You shouldn't listen to her concerns about the rise of oligarchs in America because the Native American thing, do you get it? He posted more. See, he's using his grok. It's picture of Elizabeth Warren as Pocahontas. And then cake. She's eating cake. You get it? You get it? I think this is actually pretty clever for a 14-year-old boy. And I was pretty sure that he was a 14-year-old boy. I did check it though, and it turned out I was off by a little bit. It turns out that he's a 53-year-old man who's posting images of Elizabeth Warren eating cake as a Native American as a way to distract from the concerns that she raised. And look, is this a stupid thing to talk about on our show? Yes, but there is a point here. And I think that this story kind of says everything about the moment that we're in politically, because Elizabeth Warren urged Trump to put some sort of ethical or legal guardrails on Elon Musk. She said putting Mr. Musk in a position to influence billions of dollars of government contracts and regulatory enforcement without a stringent conflict of interest agreement in place is an invitation for corruption on a scale not seen in our lifetimes. As your transition team ethics plan makes clear, the role of government is not to line the pockets of the wealthiest Americans. A strong, enforceable ethics plan for the world's richest man is a necessary first step for delivering on that promise. And I hope that in the abstract, at the very least, if you're a conservative and you're watching this, you agree that rich people shouldn't enter into our government, steal a bunch of money, manipulate the law to benefit them while screwing you over, right? Like, you get that. I know that once I say you don't want Elon Musk to do that, suddenly you're not gonna have a problem with it. I understand that's how tribalism works, but in general, you don't think that our government should be stripped for parts and sold off to the wealthiest people in the world, right? That's all she's asking for, is the sort of conflict of interest protections that you definitely would want the Biden family to be under, or George Soros, right? So that's all she wants. And what does Musk do? Does he say, well, no, of course I'm not gonna manipulate the government to serve my own economic interests. I would never do that. No, he doesn't do that at all. He says, ha ha ha, she's an Indian. Look at her, she's Pocahontas. And many Republicans seeing that will be like, what? Yeah, I remember when Trump called her Pocahontas. I'm not worried about the corruption thing anymore. Forget that. Forget about oligarchs taking over our government. Forget about the literal establishment, the swamp taking over everything. Hey, look at her with the image from Grok. If this works, and it appears that it has, I mean, that's really sad for our country, really scary for the future. And that is his actual strategy, and not just his. Carolyn Leavitt, spokesperson for Trump, did the exact same thing, saying Pocahontas can play political games and send toothless letters, but the Trump-Vance transition will continue to be held to the highest ethical and legal standards possible, a standard unfamiliar to a career politician whose societal impact is 1/1024th of Elon Musk's. You get it, Pocahontas? No, but like, that's the thing. Yeah, she's sending toothless letters because she's not in power. You guys are. We're hoping that you don't just give the government over to the wealthiest people in the world. And you seem to think that that request is hilarious. I think all of the working class Republicans that voted for you would find that to be a perfectly reasonable request. Why are you guys all talking about Pocahontas? You apparently are gonna do it, right? Well, then why are you so mad at Elizabeth Warren for raising it? You should just agree with her and be like, yeah, no, we also hold that super seriously too. You don't seem to. You seem to want to distract instead. Yaz, what do you make of this?
He doesn't deny being an oligarch, but instead he's like, don't worry about that. Have this childish racism instead. John, we live in an age of false equivalencies. Elizabeth Warren mentioning that she's part Native American, something that she has acknowledged was a misstep and has apologized for, is not nearly as dangerous and damaging to the modern day American people as having the supposed richest man in the world pulling strings in our government as an unelected official. This is just all a distraction. And again, maybe this is why I really don't have any respect for the people who think Elon Musk is so cool. I don't think that they're smart people. He is a clown. His jokes would have been funny when I was 12, maybe, but at 13, not so much. And then there's the fact that Elon Musk is commenting on American colonialism and the Native American population, and he is from South Africa. Like the
Yep.
irony is out of control.
100%. Yeah. I mean, like, I don't want to relitigate the entire thing. Uh, the fact that people can see all this and be like, I want to be like him when I grow up. My
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Hell of a role
I
model, this guy.
I am so scared for the future of American men. It's not that they don't have great role models. There are a million of them. They're just being passed over for guys that are so utterly pathetic and cringy and try hard. I mean, guys who, if they did not have billions of dollars, would not be able to get 3 consecutive seconds of female attention.
Mhm.
And a whole generation of young men are like, that's what I want to be when I grow up.
Yeah, no,
Pathetic, cringy, little. I'm going to try not to get in trouble because I want to go farther. It is so obvious. It is so shoved in all of their faces. How can they not see it? And I do, to some extent, blame the media for continuing to advance this myth, this legend of Elon Musk as an amazing businessman and a genius and a guy, like an engineer, as if he knows how to do literally any of the stuff that the actual talented engineers and coders at the companies that he swoops in and buys after they've already invented the stuff know how to do. They bear a lot of the responsibility for this. They're the ones who have helped to doom a generation of American men. Thanks for watching our video. Did you know that you can support our show by becoming a subscriber? Just click the subscribe button and also ring the bell so that you get notifications when we're live or when we post new content.